Hi everyone, welcome. Finally, I am launching my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, but hey, let's keep all the chit chat. My name is Queen Soheir, and I am here to talk to you about feminine transformation and how to stay the course with your feminine transformation. And when it comes to any lifestyle or life changing decisions that you may take, or like right now we're talking about the way you dress. So when you want to change like literally anything, it takes a deep level of mindset upgrade. So you're in here around talking like you're here being whomever you are, looking the way that you are looking right now, and you want to like in your mind there is you want to make a step forward and look a certain way, dress a certain way, be a certain way. Although I'm just going to be like horning down on the style section, it really applies to a whole lot of areas in your life, if not pretty much all of them. And we are talking about how to stay the course with your transformation. Basically, when you want to dress more femininely, for example, it takes, as I said, a deep level of mindset upgrade. So the first thing you want to be doing is understanding yourself and where you are at in your life, like right now, and understanding really truly deeply like what is your number one motivation for looking a different way. Like, why do you want to dress more feminine? Like, what do you think this is going to be allowing in your life? What do you think is going to be attracting? What changes really are you looking for? Is it for you that you're doing this? Is it for someone specific that you're doing this? A guy? Is it for who is it for? That's the real question right there. Who is it for? If it's for you, and that is what I wish it to be for. And either ways, always make any changes in your life because you want them to happen for you. So I wrote a blog post a while ago that was pretty successful on my blog on femcodes.com. You go there and you head over to Style Diaries. And I was talking about how really your life can change when you dress more femininely. And so I see a lot of video popping up about feminine style, feminine energy, how to level up more in your feminine and stuff like that. And so what a lot of these videos don't talk about is the mindset that it takes. And whenever you are dealing with a change in yourself, you have to understand all the roadblocks that are going to come up in your journey to becoming that said person. And I'm really going to horn down again on the style and dressing more femininely because this is what I do on a daily basis. I teach people, I help women in general to dress more femininely and feel confident about it. I'm going to say it again, feel confident about it. So that is the most important part in here, because a whole lot of women, and I keep hearing this to the people, to the women that I help on a daily basis, is like, oh, I like this dress, but I don't know if I can put it off. I like this dress, this is cute, but I don't know where I would be wearing this. I like this is cute, but I don't think it will look good on me. And so there's a whole part of self-confidence right there that needs support, and that's missing in there. And this is what I'm going to talk about here, like, because feeling confident is so damn important when you're wearing something. You're dressing on a daily basis to feel confident and to feel more yourself, to feel more like the person you want to become. This is what fashion is so this is why it's so important. This is what fashion is all about, is being the person that you want to be. Is that literally step into like, as you wear this stuff, step into the person you dream to be and showing up as her, right? And so when you are doing this, then you're going to deal with so many things in your mind and in your environment that are going to push against this, that are going to push against this change. And the first person you have to deal with is yourself. And so feeling confident and knowing why you want to be more feminine and what you're hoping to get out of it, first of all, is going to help you out to really like, okay, feel like I feel into this change, I want into this change, I desire this change. So that's why I'm going for it. First of all, I want it, I'm getting it. That's the mindset in here. It's simple, effortlessly, I'm just stepping into the woman I want to become. First of all. Second, when it comes to dealing with yourself, I like saying dealing with your own BS, because there's a whole lot of things and beliefs, limiting beliefs that we collect in our lives from the moment that we are born to the person we are today. There are a lot of limiting beliefs, such as I cannot pull this off. I don't know how that's gonna look on me. I'm not gonna feel good wearing it, although you never tried it on, and stuff like that. Oh, I have been told that dresses are not good, or I feel like dresses don't look good on me, and stuff like that. Or I don't want to be too girly, or oh, I would love to be more girly-ish and, really feel good about it, and stuff like that. And limiting beliefs are exactly the first thing that are going to keep you in your comfort zone, keep you in who you are right now. Even though you want to become another person, the limiting beliefs are going to screw over any of your effort to become that woman that you want to become. And so the one thing to do is to start journaling. I cannot really urge you and really push for this more than I'm going to be doing, like, again and again and again, because journaling is so powerful when it comes to tackling your limiting beliefs. So if you don't know what journaling is, it literally isn't about sitting down with a book and be writing down, dear diary, this is what I've done today. No, it isn't about that. First of all, you have to have prompts. So prompts are questions related to one thing that you want to tackle up. I have a list of prompts that is available on famecodes.com, and it's called journaling prompts. If you go ahead and download it over there, it's available for you. And these prompts are super powerful because they go deep. I'm all about the depth. When it comes to women, we know that we are able to go really deep. And what I want to mention about that real quick is that I know that femininity and being a woman, or anything related to femininity these days, is you will have a lot of people saying this is frivolous, this is shallow, this is, I don't know, I don't understand it, like, why do you need to be that way, or whatever. Women, we are far from being shallow. We are able to experience and feel things in a very deep way, in a high way. We have ups and downs that are really down, ups that are really high. There is nothing shallow on the surface about being a woman, and especially about being feminine, and being feminine, embracing your feminine energy. So that is that one thing that I wanted to put out there. And one more thing while I'm talking to you, because I was promising to my Facebook group that I would share the link with them. So I'm going to be doing this at the same time. So when I'm talking right now, being feminine takes, but we are born to be more feminine. We are born to be in our feminine energy. We are born for this. So it should come very effortlessly, although even though, let's just say, you're not really used to being in your feminine energy at the beginning, believe me, I went through phases in my life. I was born, and when I was a little girl, what can I say? I was super girly, like super girly. And things happened in my life that pushed me to change. And because the feminine can be looked and preyed upon, and it's very easy for certain people to really tear you down, because as you go in your feminine transformation, that is something that I wanted to mention, is that you're gonna have a lot of people trying to hold you back and tearing you down and be like, no, you should not, like, or why do you want to do this? This is silly, this is shallow, whatever, like really pointing judgments on you based on your desire to want to be more feminine, which to me is pure BS. And so we live in a world that was created by men for men. And so us women, it's very challenging for us to come up, and feminism has been fighting so hard for women's rights in a masculine way. And so with all the positive changes that came out of it, femininity has been lost. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame, because the world needs feminine. The world needs the feminine energy. It needs it, literally. And it becomes more and more rare to see it. I see a surge since last year of more YouTubers talking about feminine energy, how to be more feminine. And all. I'm so super excited about that. Like, I'm all here for that, honestly. And I hope that this kind of like movement is going to keep on spreading, so more women are pushed to be more feminine. But as I said, right now we are pushing. We are in the pushing and accepted, like trying hard for this to be accepted. And so you will definitely get people showing up in your life and being like, I don't understand, why are you wearing this? Where do you think you're going? Who are you wearing this for? Do you have someone in your life? And all these naysayers and stuff like that. And right there, when that happens, some of them can go so forcefully against you that you will be taken off. Like, literally, you'll be like, oh, if I dress more femininely, then I'm just exposing myself more to attackers, and I don't want to be seen as weak, because femininity is seen as weak. And I need to understand this. I don't understand this, because when when you are actually in your feminine energy, there's so much power that come out of it. And I think that it has been lost in the years, where teaching girls that being feminine is like, this is the place where they will be the most powerful than being masculine. Like, I'm all here for that, and I'm all pushing for women in general, for young girls to understand that you need to speak more in your feminine energy, because you were born to be feminine. You were born a woman, so it just is in your nature to be more feminine. It is in your nature to rest in your femininity and see the power of it just impacting the world around you, and then get what you want out of it. Yes, being in your masculine, get this stuff done faster, because people will tell you, if you want something done faster, you have to do it by yourself. You have to do it yourself. And so that is not necessarily all the time true. You can get things done. It's exactly as if you're telling me, oh, I need my hair done, so I want them done faster. I'm going to do them myself. And then you try to highlight your hair, and then you fail at it. Or the very well known is, oh, I'm going to cut my bangs. I'm going to do it myself. And then what? 99% of the time, especially if this is like the first time you're doing it, you're going to just screw it up. Instead of, oh, how about I go to the hairdresser and let them do it, right? Let them do it for me. You just sit down, let someone do the highlights or the bangs, and then you're done. Thank you very much. It's done. So not everything has to be done by yourself in order to be done, and to be done right. And it can be done even better when it's done by someone else. And just allowing this as a truth and being peaceful with it, and just like accepting it is gonna release so much stress out of your life. If you have any questions related to what I'm telling you right now, just please drop it in the live chat. This is why I do live on YouTube and not pre-recorded or anything like that. So totally ask me your questions. So I mentioned journaling. It's so important. So one of the prompts that I can give you right here is, okay, why do I keep failing when it comes to my feminine transformation? Like, what is keeping me? Honestly, what are all the things that are keeping me from staying the course with my feminine transformation? And you start listing this. So please be by yourself when you do this. Try to switch off from anything else around you. Go to the park or just be in your bed or whatever. Take the time to go deep. And honestly, as you do this, journaling is so powerful. And why am I getting so excited about journaling? Is because it has been proven, scientifically proven, that journaling works way better than going to a therapy with a professional psychiatric therapist, right? So it works way better because basically when you're writing, it's exactly the same. Is the same idea as when you are in class at school and you're writing things, you're taking notes, you're writing. Why are you doing this? Because you have the visual, right, to learn and stuff like that. You see it written, but when you're writing it, it goes deeper in your mind. It's not just in your conscious mind, it gets to literally have an impact on your subconscious mind. I'm talking about subconscious, and I'm going to talk about mindset because I know I've never said it before, but I have an NLP certificate. I'm all about NLP. If you don't know what it is, it's related to mindset and neural language programming and how you reprogram your mind to do whatever you want it to be doing. And it includes change and dealing with self-sabotage. So when you're journaling, you literally are talking with your subconscious. You remember when I said you want to do something and then you start acting upon it, and then your behavior completely changes to something different to go back to your comfort zone. This is it. So your conscious is the brain, is you consciously thinking to yourself, I want this for myself. I want to dress more femininely. I want to change this in my life. And so you start doing it. This is a conscious. And then in a way that you cannot understand, you start sabotaging yourself. So it's you being your own worst enemy and working against all of your progresses and stuff like that. This is your subconscious acting. And when we are going deeper in psychology, it's called your inner child. So your inner child is literally the young little girl that you used to be, that is still in you. Yes, you still have that young little girl within you. And she is acting in a way that she is scared. And then you have your outer child. So you have this other version of you that is always basically really fighting hard against you, right? So that one is your subconscious, that was brought up, basically is the mean child in you. I just say it this way. And it's doing anything according to her to keep you safe, So anything that is out of your comfort zone is seen as unsafe for her. And so she is fighting you. She wants to keep you in your safe zone, right? And so every time that you're doing something that you're not used to do, so a new habit, a new anything, dressing more femininely, something that you're not used to and stuff like that, she kicks off when things are getting too far away from her. And so she pulls you back in. And this is exactly what we talk about when we talk about self-sabotage and subconscious. So these are like three layers of the same idea. So you have your conscious brain, your subconscious, you have your inner child, and you have your outer child. And these are exactly the same ideas that are reflected in many, many, many psychological books and studies and stuff like that. And this is what is all about. Like, this is why you're sabotaging yourself. It's not because you're hating yourself, it's because you actually have a part of you who loves you, but in a way that is pushing you back to staying in your comfort zone. So you have your comfort zone right here. You have that new person you want to be, so that new comfort zone, and there is a gap that you need to actually jump. While you're doing that jump, you will find yourself going back and forth in between these two comfort zones. Don't hate yourself for this. Don't hate yourself for this, because it's natural. It's all part of the process. And the only thing that I'm going to tell you right now related to this is, please do not give up, because you might be tired of going back and forth and be like, oh, no matter what I do, I cannot. No matter what I try, I cannot. It doesn't seem to be able to happen. It is not written in the cards for me or anything like this. God doesn't want me to. No, I'm trying, but it's not happening. I don't want to force it, or I'm trying to force it and it doesn't happen. No, I'm here to tell you respectfully, with all my love, that this is normal and you need to keep going on, because as you step in, you will step back, but then the stepping in will start becoming a habit, a known place. So that journey right here, you want it for your subconscious to become a known place. If it becomes a known place, it becomes your comfort zone, stretching, stretching, stretching slowly until it reaches the new comfort zone, until you reach that level. So this is why some changes are more difficult than others. It takes a level, I think, an average of 28 days to develop a habit. And so 28 days passing, doing exactly that, trying to implement that habit on a daily basis. This is what I'm talking about. So if you're not doing it on a daily basis, the 28 per time is going to stretch, right? So this is why you have to be patient and keep pushing, 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 pushing for that door to completely open, so you can step into that new comfort zone of who you want to be. And that thing that is going to help you faster than anything else is really tackling your limiting beliefs. And we go back to journaling. So journaling truly, as I said, helps you fight. I don't want to say fighting, facing your own BS, all the ways that you're lying to yourself. Your subconscious is lying to you, telling you cannot do this because X, Y, Z. And so when you are facing this stuff, try to go deeper. Ask yourself why. You have all this list of things. Okay, go back to the top and ask yourself why. Why is it? Why do I think like this? Where is it coming from? When was the first time that I started to think this way? Who taught me that? I keep saying, and I will keep on saying one thing. Stepping into your feminine is all about becoming who you were born to be before the world told you who to be. And I'm all about that. Femininity is fun. It feels flow. You feel in flow. You feel yourself. You feel aligned. It feels good. It feels fun. You want to do more things. You become more outgoing. It really is stepping into and embracing the whimsical version of you. This is what feminine is all about, is becoming that version of you again. Who were you before the world told you who to be? And this is how you're gonna be the best version of you. Every soul is born different. Every soul is born to be unique. There will never be another version of you. There was never ever in the history of mankind, there has never been a version of you before you, and after you there will never be another version of you. You are unique. Every soul is unique, and we are born unique because we have our own unique ability to impact the world around us. And this is the same for absolutely every human soul. So once you understand this, it just makes natural sense to go back into yourself, to go back into your feminine energy, because that feminine energy is the one that you were born with, to be into and to live in for the rest of your life. That's literally what it is about. And this is what makes so much sense. And this is why it feels good when you are stepping into it. It feel when I went through my journey and transformation, because as I said, I was born very girly, and then I something happened in my life. I switched to being a tomboy to really like protect myself. And although I grew up and started to dress more femininely, more stylish, more sexy and stuff like that, I still had that very masculine energy within me. And within the last 5 years, after burning out, being too much in my masculine energy, because this is what happens when you are acting like a guy, acting like a man, wanting to be a man as a woman, and you're not regenerating your energy, stepping back into your feminine and accepting it and taking care of it. What happens in this world? You want to work, you want to have kids, you want to travel, you want to build a business, you want to have all this stuff. What is going to happen? You're going to burn out. You are going to burn out. And there are so many women who are going through this, and I have been going through this. And this is the last thing I would wish to my worst enemy. It hurts. It hurts as if you haven't been through this. It hurts. I felt lethargic for about 6 months in my life. I didn't want to wake up in the morning. I felt so down, and I don't know how I did this, but nobody around me knew that it was happening. I hid it. Some of my closest, like my mother or my sister, knew that there was something going on with me, but they were not really around because I was in another country, and so they just didn't really know what was going on. But apart from that, the whole world never knew until 6, 7 months later, where I started to feel better and talking about it and opening about this stuff. And I said I would never wish it to my worst enemy. It hurts. You feel like you literally cannot do anything in your day, and it feels so ever so lonely because nobody understands. It really feels like no one understands. Even if you say I'm tired, people say just sleep, sleep early tonight. Yay, good. And you're like, oh yeah, duh, as if I haven't tried. It really feels like no one wants to understand. Be like, it's okay, just work out. You're gonna feel better when you work out. Yeah, I wish I had the energy to work out. Literally, that's what it is about. And so that's what happens when you're not aligned with your feminine energy and you're not going back home to yourself. Because when I started to really understand and discover the dynamics between the feminine and the masculine energy, it felt like, oh my God, I'm coming back home to myself. This is who I used to be. I miss that girl that I used to be, and I am becoming her again. I'm coming home to myself. It feels aligned. It feels like peace. It feels like nature, and it feels fun and exciting at the same time. It feels all the great things that life gives you, and it's about opening yourself to them and accepting them. And so this is why I do what I do every day. This is what I say, and keep helping women to dress more femininely and feel confident about it. Yes, being feminine is not just about being dressed. I know it's an inner energy, it's an energy, it's a mindset, it's an alignment. But what happens when you dress up, when you dress in a way that you feel like you dress better, when you dress in a dress, right? I know that I make a point of wearing dresses because from time to time I have my old patterns of masculine energy that comes back on, and I want to take charge. I want to do things. And for me, it's very challenging because I manage a business. And so when you manage a business, you have to take charge. There's a whole lot of stuff that needs to be done, and stepping back into my feminine energy has been a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. It's difficult when you are used to being a person for many years and then you want to switch back to becoming something else, even though I used to be, but there was many years in the between, right? And so have I sabotaged myself? Yes, I have. Have I dealt with self-sabotage? Oh yes, I have. And on top of this, in the journey of understanding the masculine and the feminine energy and doing journaling prompts and working on my mindset, I also discovered that I was codependent and that I had a tendency to please people, which really made me understand why I was doing so much for everybody else and putting myself last. So I was in my masculine for all the people around me all the time. I was all the time trying to do my best for them. And so that's what put me and kept me in my masculine energy for so long. And so then I understood that, you know what, it doesn't have to be this way. I can put myself first. And this is not selfish. I'm putting myself first because, first of all, I need to save myself. I need to save myself, and I need to show the world that it is possible to show my world, first of all, that I too matter. I too have needs. I too need to step back. I too need to rest. And this way, it's the best way that I can love you, that I can support you, right? This is what you can have from me now, like that love and support that is ever so much powerful than what I used to be doing for you. And so it has been a journey, and self sabotage is something that you will always have to deal with. You will always have to deal with. Why? Because as long as you want to step into the next step, it's like a video game, like yes, as long as you want to step up, you're going to have to deal with that step, with that jump. And that jump is the one where you go back and forth between the two comfort zone. And so if you don't know how to do this and how to really speed up the process, you will always have to fight yourself, and you will feel like you fighting yourself. You're going to feel like you are not keeping your own promises to yourself, and the alignment and the relationship that you have with yourself is the most important in your life, because you have to deal with yourself on a daily basis from your first breath to the last. Make sure that it's pleasurable. And so your relationship with yourself is the most important. You want to I just realized I didn't put it in the right way, but you want to be in alignment with the people around you. You want to give them love, you want to receive love and attention. It has to come from you first. It has to come from you first. It has to be cultivated, and in order to cultivate that, especially if it wasn't there, if it hasn't been there, if people around you have like you haven't been getting the love and support you were supposed to have, especially when you were a child, you're gonna have to mother yourself now. You're gonna have to mother yourself, and that is the most important part of this transformation. Is the part where you understand I'm mothering me right now. So what is good for me, right? Taking care of that inner child, that young girl inside of you that needs you to take care of her and to step up for her and to realize her childhood dreams, perhaps, and all this stuff. And that's that relationship with yourself that is going to impact all the relationships around you, absolutely all the relationships around you. And so people do judge you on appearances. They do. They do. We all do. We all do. Let's just say what it is. It's sad, but that's the world we live in. This is part of the human brain. We need to categorize people, so we will label them. We will put them into boxes in our head to understand what type of person they are. And so, what is the first thing they see when they see you the first time? You never get a second, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. You just never do. After you make your first impression, it takes many years and it's really hard to change that on somebody else. And so, what do they see the first time they see you? How do you show up? Right? We talk about the clothing and how you dress and all. It's not about that. It really is not about that. When you dress in a way that makes you feel confident, you show up confident. Your energy is confident. Your energy is positive. You smile. You're more warm. You are way more pleasurable to be around because you have stepped into the right clothing. Let's just say what it is. This is how important the clothing that you are wearing are super important. This is how important they are. This is how style is important. And this is why it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Because the clothing that you wear is not just to look good. So people look at you and your ego gets boosted and whatever, and beauty in the shallow, all the BS that we hear, is because it makes you feel more confident and go after the things that you want to have in your life, to actually talk to people in a way that you feel more confident and warm, and that makes them like you. That makes them like you more. That makes them want to help you. That makes them want to be you. That makes them want to be you. That makes them want to have that, or that makes them want to be around you because they're gonna like you, but also really on a deeper level because they want to understand what is it about you and how you do it, how you show up so confidently. How is it that when you step into a room, everything else seems to just stop around you? How is it? They want that for themselves. They want to learn that from you. And this is why they're going to stick around you, because also that energy that you're projecting on them feels good for them. And they want to stick around you. They want to show up for you. They want to support you. They want to be around you. They want to love you. This is why dressing femininely and being in your feminine energy and confident about it, this is why it's so damn important. But you're never going to have all of this, any of this, or barely of this, if you're not working on your feminine mindset and energy. Again, I'm gonna put below this video the link to my journaling prompt. I definitely urge you to go ahead and download them. Visit also the feminine inside of femcodes.com, the style guides, right? The style guides, you will have the link in the top. And I have so many blog posts related to this, but if you want actually to go like way deeper into all this stuff, I will definitely urge you to join my Patreon. I'm going to put the link down. It's called Feminine Style Prep. And so we talk about all the stuff related to feminine styling. So we talk about how to dress for your body type. We talk about how to dress for your skin tone and what shape of clothing and fits you better. What are the things that you should wear that will look better on you, and what are the things that you should avoid at all costs because they don't make you look good. And way more of this type of feminine mindset work. I'm gonna do live Q&As just like this. What else? Oh, I have merch coming up for the VIPs and the advanced level, and all this stuff, and all this good stuff coming up. So definitely join me in my Fem Style Prep Patreon. And one more thing, click subscribe to this video, under this video, subscribe to this channel, because you will be notified. Oh yeah, and put the notification bell, because you're going to be notified anytime that I do this type of videos, and you're going to be able to just drop your questions, style related questions, feminine mindset related questions, and feminine energy and all this stuff. So it's been a pleasure to be here with you today. I cannot believe we already passed like 39 minutes, almost 40 minutes. I cannot wait to show up more for you and talk about this stuff, because I love it. And again, as I said, being feminine and feeling confident about it is what's gonna change your life for the better. Thank you for watching until the end, and I will see you soon. Bye.